And what is good, guys? We're here with another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be giving my thoughts on a top 5 video, but we're doing it with a collab with someone from my crew, Justice Gaming. Just right? Justice.
Yeah, it was Justice Gaming. You are
Justice
correct.
Gaming. No, it's not. Alright.
What?
Bet.
Hold on. Now you got me. Now I gotta fucking look to make sure.
Isn't that Daniel's thing?
No, I don't think that was Danny's thing. Now I gotta look, bro. Now you got me wondering about myself.
Really cooked up the top 5 list, and the top 5 list of the wish list of Sparking Zero. Things that we just generally want to see in the game before, you know, it comes out or even gets announced. You know, today is July 29th, and shit, like, none of these things have been announced yet, so hopefully they'll announce it throughout the course of, you know, the game being released.
I will be the one starting off. So the first thing me and my buddy here, Brisky, wrote down was crossplay between all available platforms. Now, I think that's pretty safe bet, all things considered, that's going to be one of the things they do announce. They've been getting a lot better with having these multiplayer games with crossplay, and Bandai, I've heard, was like the main issue with getting stuff crossplay. But they've been doing good with Tekken. Tekken's crossplay now, Fighters is crossplay. So far, it seems like they're fine with that, but I don't think it will be an issue. It seems like we should be okay, but you never know. I don't know. What do you think about that? Do you think it's likely, or are you not holding your breath about it?
I'm honestly banking for the fact for crossplay, bro. I feel like it's like long overdue. Most like a lot of these games that we just generally play now these days just gotta be crossplay. I feel like the just console world has been over for a minute, and that's due to crossplay. And I feel like the biggest Sparking Zero game ever, like the biggest Budokai game ever, the biggest Dragon Ball game ever, probably even the biggest anime game fighter, I call it. It's just,
I would agree.
Man, I just want to see. I just want to throw hands with everyone from different consoles, pretty much generally, from Xbox to PlayStation, PC, shit, even a Switch. So yeah, I very much would agree with that shit.
Which that all works perfectly into going into number 4. Do you want to start number 4, or do you want me to continue on?
I'll start off number 4, and number 4, proper multiplayer modes and functionalities. Yeah, maybe you should have started this.
Okay, I was the one, so I'll start this one off again. So number 4, proper multiplayer modes and functionality. What I mean by this is anime games have a really, especially fucking Tekken also has issues with multiplayer. What I mean by this pretty much is like, so for regular, casual, and ranked matches, proper rematching systems. I shouldn't fight someone once and then that's it. I can't fight them again. That's I don't know why Jump Force did that and waited like 3 months to add in proper rematches. When I'm doing casuals, we should be allowed to just fight each other indefinitely until one of us gets bored. We shouldn't be stuck fighting only 2 or 3 rounds and that's it. If we want to keep going at it, we should be allowed to keep going at it. And then other modes, not just the standard casual ranked private lobby stuff, give us more options like tournament. Like they said, tournament was going to be a thing. Like endless, King of the Hill. A mode like you remember the raid boss modes in Xenoverse, where it's like you could play as like the boss, and then other players will have to fight and attack you.
Really? Nah, I really don't remember that.
So the mode where it's like you had to team up with other people to fight the raid boss, they did a mode where you could play as the raid boss and had like raid boss moves. What I want is like creative modes where it's like I play Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and I have a lot more super armor, so my moves, I do a lot more damage. I have unreachable health for a normal character to have, and it's like you and other like 4 out of our homies are just trying to jump me and trying their best to beat my ass. Like, I want more creative modes like that aren't just the standard, like, again, ranked, casual, friendly lobby mode. Like, I want us to have, because anime games live and die, especially based on those multiplayer modes.
Hikey, so
Storm Connections that released. No regular lobbies. That game pretty much died on arrival. Demon Slayer died in like 2 weeks because it didn't have lobbies either. Like we need actual good multiplayer options to play with our friends.
And honestly, it's very important to like have these multiplayers like ready off gate, especially if you're advertising it, you know, for people to pre-order it, to buy it before it and to, you know, before it comes out. So like, yeah, when the game arrives, it better have all the features that is promised. Otherwise, you're just gonna have a disappointed community, and no one is just gonna really be. Well, I doubt people are gonna fall off of this game because due to like the hype and just generally what this game means to us as a community.
And like the other stuff that they did promise, I just think that stuff's gonna help it live a lot longer than it already will. And just make sure the online actually works, like the netcode is functional. Like I shouldn't be like, don't let it be Xenoverse where I hit you and then you just don't get hit. And then I'm in the combo somehow. Don't do that, please. You want to kick off to number 3?
And we'll go to our number 3. And our number 3 is having the option to like specific sagas throughout the game instead of, you know, just playing the whole game. Because honestly, one thing that I hate about Jackmaw games is just playing the same damn story over again. Like, you know how many times we played through the damn Saiyan saga or the Frieza saga or the Namekian, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're cool and all, but it's just when you're a long-term Dragon Ball fan, you've already experienced it, you've lived through it so many times, you just get tired of it. I just want to get through like the shits of it, of just, I want to start playing through the super storylines, or maybe focus on the movie storyline, stuff that we haven't really experimented with or played through yet, that I think it would be fucking amazing if you could do just off the gate.
I agree, yeah, especially because we talked about this before off camera, like everything from the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 arc to the Goku Black stuff, and then to the Tournament of Power, that stuff has not been properly represented in a Dragon Ball game yet. Because even though all that stuff is in Xenoverse, we are aware of that. We know Xenoverse has that stuff. Xenoverse has the time patrol warping aspects to it, so it's never the exact story. There's some twisted like thing going on, so you don't get the actual story. And with the movie stuff, like you said, that stuff's new. We ain't never had that. Like, I don't think in any game, again, besides Xenoverse, which again is a bunch of what if stuff added on.
Xenoverse was like the closest thing to us experimenting what this game could give to us. So I'm definitely excited what this game could deliver. Definitely on launch.
Yeah, and just to add on to it too, it's like with the being able to right from the get-go pick what sagas we want to play through first, because they mentioned like we play through as different characters. Like we start off with Goku and only go through Goku's story and his battles throughout the story. I don't want it to be like, oh, you have to play through Goku to unlock Gohan's story, to unlock Piccolo's story, yada yada. Give us like at least a good chunk of the characters right off the bat. And you don't gotta give us everyone, but give us a few characters off the bat just to kind of...
Give us like at least the Z fighters to play through in their story, and then we'll unlock the other characters like that.
I think that would be like a good option. So the people who just want to get to certain scenes and not have to run through and just skip forward stuff that they don't care about at the end of the day. Because there are people like that. Like some people like me, I'm going to want to probably go through the entire thing. But then there's people like you want to experience the new stuff and how they interpret that stuff, and to me that's valid. That's perfectly fair.
Honestly, nah. And then we'll take it to our number 2 over here, and our number 2 is bring the what if characters from like the other games, from Xenoverse, Fighters, Heroes, and like just things like that. Like I want to play as Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, because I believe that was like, wasn't that a mod or like a thing back in the old Budokai games? Correct me if I'm
not
wrong.
In Budokai. But you're thinking of Raging Blast.
Raging Blast.
I think one. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2, but they had the option where you can play as Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta, and Broly.
Yeah, but bring players like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Fu, like Bardock having like Super Saiyan 3, like just shit like that, creative stuff like that.
You're telling me like you don't want to play as Super Saiyan 4 Vegito from Dragon Ball Heroes? You're telling me you don't want to play as Fu? Me personally, I'm like one of the Android fans. I love the androids. I would like it if they brought 21 from Fighters into Sparking Zero. And she's already in Xenoverse, so that's probably gonna happen at some point. But like hero stuff, I always loved how they handled that. I want to see more. I want to see adult Gotenks, bro. Adult Gotenks look so cool.
That would be so fucking fire to see generally, and they definitely could get creative with stuff like that.
Y'all don't want to see freaking Golden Cooler? Y'all don't want that?
Honestly, that would be fucking fire. Why not? So,
yeah.
Take it to our number one.
Number one, to be honest, this is the one, like, all of these things that I just said are probably gonna happen, like the Heroes collab stuff with Xenoverse and Fighters, all of that probably would be DLC. That's not gonna be base, because I think base roster is gonna be like, we're still missing the regular Dragon Ball and GT characters. So that stuff will be DLC, but I'm fine with it. I'll pay money for that. This, I don't think is gonna happen, but I would love if it happened, which is collaborations between pretty much anything Shonen Jump or Shueisha IPs. If you guys aren't sure what I mean, I don't mean like actual guest characters. We'll talk about that in a second. But like in Ranger Bass did this again. They gave us a Goku wearing Naruto's Sage Mode jacket, and that was really cool. And then they did a thing in Naruto Generations, I think you said, where Naruto was wearing Goku's gi. And with Naruto currently, they're at least still supporting connections and giving it constant updates. Kind of give it that synergy. Okay, Sparking Zero drops, we give Goku like adult Naruto's outfit, and then we give again Naruto Goku's gi, and we do that more with like other IPs. So like Bleach is getting a game. Maybe like you guys don't want to see Goku dressed up as a Soul Reaper? Come on, that would be so cool. You don't want to see like Ichigo or any of them in like the Turtle Hermit gi. Like I think that stuff has a lot of potential. Will it happen? Probably not. But I think there's potential there.
Hey, and that's what makes it a wish list, man. At the end of the day, this is our top 5, and hopefully any of these things could actually happen before the game launches.
One last thing, bring back some stuff from like other Toriyama projects, and unfortunately that man did pass this year. Rest in peace to that man. Let us get Arale back, because a lot of people still associate her with like the Dragon Ball series. She is still very important to this series. So as far as guest characters go, bring her into the series again, and maybe have some cameo of Toriba. If y'all don't know who Toriba is,
oh man, that's fire.
That's Toriyama, his little avatar that he would always put whenever he was like drawing his manga. That was like his character, and like he even gave little lore. It's like, oh yeah, this is the character who was like created the Dragon Ball universe. Like have Toriba like have some type of cameo in Sparking Zero. It doesn't have to be anything big. It could even be like vague. Just have him be there in some way to be like, oh yeah, Toriyama's still there with this. He's always gonna be here with us.
No, honestly, I think a tribute to him would be nice. It's well deserved, especially with like just the world that he created and just like the influence that he has on everyone. He deserves like maybe even like a Stan Lee type of cameo in the game, please.
High key, he does. If anything, give us something like that in a respectful way, of course.
Exactly, always. But that gives us our top 5. We gave you guys our top 5, and man, hopefully you guys stay tuned to more Sparking Zero content. As always, guys, you could always catch me on Twitch, _Brisky, or it's always in the description. And also, guys, if you want to join and talk to us and hopefully join us for like a tournament and shit like that I'm gonna do with the community, join the Discord. Everything is in the link description. And you want to say anything, Derek?
To the people watching, if we didn't mention anything you want to see, leave it down in the comments. What is something we didn't say that you really want to see in this game? Because I know we didn't mention like the movie characters, like really, we mentioned it briefly. I think that's going to be in. I know some people don't have hope for that. But like if you really want that, like you want to see the movie characters, put that down. Or if you want to see something else that we just didn't mention, that, like a certain game mode, like maybe you want to see the open world aspects of the older games, mention that. Whatever comes to your head, that's reasonable.
Exactly. But until next time, guys. Catch you in the next video. Adios.
Peace.